Hello, sunshine. It is Steph and Forrester coming to you with an amazing lesson today about how to get your first few sales freelancing. We've got 3 strategies for you guys to apply to get sales more quickly. I'm feeling great today. I'm like party up top, comfy on bottom in my sweatpants. Forrester wanted to join me. He is like ready to work today. So here we go. How to get your first few sales freelancing. If you're new here, I put out new videos every single week teaching you guys how to get paid by turning your passions into paid gigs as a freelancer. So make sure you subscribe to this channel so you can get notified every time a new video comes out. Now today's lesson is super valuable, especially if you're a new freelancer, because the main struggle that most freelancers have is getting orders initially. And most of them don't get orders, they give up and they're like, it didn't work. But today I'm going to give you 3 strategies that you can apply right now to get your first few sales and get your freelancing business taking off. Make sure you stay till the end because I also have a bonus strategy that I think is one of the most important that helped me get my first few sales. So stay till the very end. All right, you guys, we've got 3 strategies today to teach you to get your first few sales as a freelancer. So let's get right to it. The first strategy is to ask your friends and family. You've got a network of people in your circle, right? Your inner circle. People who trust you, people who know how skilled you are, people that are willing to help out a friend. And if you want to get your first few sales on a website freelancing so you can start building up credibility and reviews on there, then why not ask the people that already trust you to do you a favor and place an order with you? And here's the thing, on websites like Fiverr.com, you can give them a custom offer. So you could be like, hey, will you take like 10 minutes of your time, go make a free account on Fiverr as a buyer, and I'll send you a custom offer for $10 and I will deliver you with this amazing service as a discount, as a friend. I will actually deliver it to you, work on it for you. It'll help me build up my portfolio. And then when I deliver, you can give your honest review and I can start building up orders and reviews on this website. And I'm sure they would be happy to help you. So ask friends and family that may be in need of your services. If you're someone who wants to get into writing and you want to write blogs, ask a couple friends who maybe already have travel or fashion or lifestyle blogs if you can do a guest post for them or be a ghostwriter for them. If you're someone who, like me, makes product videos, and you know someone who has a product line for t-shirts or who is a gym trainer and they have their own line of shirts and hats with their gym logo on it. Even the smallest thing, if you know anyone that has a need for your services, ask them if you guys can do a tradesy. And you don't have to work for free. You can still send them a custom offer for $5 and up. That way, you know, you're able to help them by delivering a service. They're able to help you by getting you your first order. And it's a win-win for everyone. So really, sit down and think about who you can truly help within your family and friends circle and reach out to them. And I'm sure they'd be happy to help because they're going to get an amazing service from you at a discounted rate. So why would they not want to, right? My second tip for those of you who are wanting to get your first few orders as a freelancer more quickly is to go onto Fiverr.com and make sure you go into this little section right here and turn that on. Here's the thing. Back in 2022, Fiverr used to have this section called buyer requests. It was basically this open marketplace where buyers could go on and request a service. And then all the sellers that wanted to apply can message them and say, hey, hire me, hire me, hire me. But they got rid of that. They didn't really get rid of it. They just kind of reworked it. And now it's a little bit more hidden and automated, but it's still there. So a way that you can try and get more orders is by actively reaching out anytime that there's an offer for someone needing help in services related to what you offer. So where you go to that is you go into Fiverr, you go to your gigs, and then on the upper right corner, there's this little toggle. You have to toggle it on to say that you are open to receiving notifications anytime someone has a custom offer out related to the services you provide. Toggle it on and then choose the minimum rate at which you want to be notified. So for example, if you don't ever want to do an order for less than 20 bucks, then set the minimum at $20, make sure it's on, and now from now on, anytime a buyer goes on and puts in a buyer request, like what it used to be called, saying, I need help with this very specific thing, I can't really find what I'm looking for in the marketplace, so I'm just gonna come on here and say, hey, I need help with this, can anyone help? And anytime that happens within a category of service that you offer, it's kind of like tying in AI technology now. It's going to automatically send you a notification saying, hey, guess what, Stephanie? So-and-so is looking for a product video and they have a budget over $100. You set your custom offers to over $100. So we're notifying you to let you know that someone is in search of services similar to what you provide. And then once you see that notification, you can quickly hop on there, see what this person is looking for, and decide if you want to kind of like try and like market yourself to them. You can either send them a custom offer right away if you want to give them a quote and get things rolling and you're already clear on what they want, or you can simply message them and pitch yourself to them. All right, so the buyer request is technically gone, but it's secretly been reworded and reworked into more of an automated system, and that's where it is now. So take advantage of that, especially if you are a brand new freelancer. This is how you can get more orders because you're actively reaching out and applying to these people versus them finding you, right? A lot of times you may not show up on these Fiverr marketplace searches initially. If you have 0 orders and 0 reviews, it takes a while to start showing up on searches. So until you do, you may need to take a little bit more of your own time and actively reach out to these buyers who are in need of something a little bit more specific, more niche down, and that's how you do it. All right. All right. My third tip for you new freelancers to get orders in more quickly is to underprice your gigs initially. All right. So if you normally want to charge $100 for a very short blog post, just a random example, then as a new freelancer, consider underpricing it until you get 5 to 10 orders under your belt. So perhaps you price it at just $50, $60, $70. It's really up to you. But when you underprice it, what happens is if someone is going into the Fiverr marketplace and they're searching for help and they are on a very, very tight budget, they can't afford most people, but then they see, oh, but this person, you know, they don't have any reviews or orders yet, but they are able to work within my limited budget. I'm going to try them out. And so occasionally you might find a buyer who's willing to take that risk and test you out, even though, you know, there's not a ton of credibility yet. They may simply because you fit within their limited budget, right? So you may want to underprice, lower your prices initially just till you get some orders in. And that way that you may be able to get some orders in more quickly, build up those positive reviews. And then once you get like 5 to 10 orders, then you can increase those prices to where you're wanting them to actually be. So how much you discount it is totally up to you. Some people like to say, you know, like 25% off. You can even do up to 50% off. I would never recommend just doing it for $5 to $10 or for free. You don't just want to start trading your services. You actually want someone who's willing to pay, and you want to start making money too, right? So I wouldn't just do a tradesy. In fact, that's not really encouraged on a website like Fiverr. Other websites, you may be able to do that. But personally, I would always charge at least something for it, unless of course it's friends or family and you guys are like helping each other out, right? So that's another way to get orders more quickly is start with those rates really low. So for example, if someone, oh my God, this hair is like driving me nuts. If someone goes onto Fiverr.com and they're looking to hire a model like me for videos, and they see that my rates are, I'm just gonna say $100 and up, but they're like, oh, but my boss only gave me a $50 budget, they may start scrolling through and looking for people who are within their budget. You know, some people, it depends on the buyer. Some people really care about those positive reviews and seeing someone's example of their portfolio and their previous work. But other buyers, they really don't care about that stuff and they just want someone that fits within their budget, not so much a priority for them to like get experience, right? So when you lower your prices, you may be able to appeal to a different set of buyers initially. And then once you build up that credibility, have more examples in your portfolio, you can increase your rates. All right, you guys? So we've gone over 3 great ways to get orders more quickly as a new freelancer. Reaching out to friends and family, you know, using that little secret buyer request section now, and then also keeping those prices low initially. But I do have another tip for you, and that is really learning how to market yourself, right? As a freelancer, you are a small business owner starting your own freelancing business online. But if you don't know how to market yourself and you don't know this strategy to really make your gigs and your services look super appealing, you may never make a sale. So how do you learn to really strategically market yourself as a freelancer? Well, this is when you start to invest in your future. Invest in learning, invest in a mentor like myself, someone who can really teach you what works, someone who's been there, who is at the point where you want to be with freelancing, who's experienced, who's good at teaching, that can really teach you exactly what strategies to apply to build your freelancing business, right? A lot of things can be learned on your own over time. It might take you 5 years to learn freelancing strategy, or you can invest and learn them within a few months and build your business now instead of 5 years from now, right? Personally, I'm a self-taught freelancer, but it has taken me 5 years to get things down to the point where orders are rolling in easily. I am able to increase my prices every couple weeks because the orders are not stopping and I'm getting so busy. This is what it feels like to be a successful freelancer, and it's taken me 5 years to learn these specific strategies with my marketing to be able to get to this place. And so that's why I love teaching freelancing now, because I love helping new freelancers be able to build and scale so quickly within their first 6 months to a year and not have to take 5 years to learn that strategy and start building, right? So let's build together a lot quicker by applying strategies with your marketing, learning what sort of graphics and videos will draw people to click on your gig, learning what sort of words and keywords to use within your descriptions and your frequently asked questions so that you show up on more searches, learning how to look at the analytics and analyze them so that you can adjust those gigs very regularly to make sure that they are staying like optimized, learning how to communicate with buyers so that you can close the deal quicker and also possibly upsell them so you make more on every single order, learning how to make sure that you get great reviews so that people continue to come back to you and buy more, and more buyers are attracted to you because they're like, oh, I can trust this girl because she does have a lot of reviews, right? All of these are strategies that you've got to learn somewhere, and you can either do that for free on YouTube here, which I do share, 25% of my strategies on here, or you can learn for free on people's blogs, on Instagram. But the great strategies, the ones that are really going to shift your business and take you to the next level, you're going to have to invest in a course or a mentorship of some sort to really learn how to build quickly and easily, right? So that's why the Freelancer Academy is just changing lives. I have a client right now. She literally put her gig up. Within 6 days, she was having messages and got her first order. Within 6 days. Most new freelancers don't get their first order for months, if they ever even get an order, all right? And this is because she is in the Freelancer Academy. She's learning in the course. We get on weekly calls together to be mentored, and I'm helping her build her business quickly. And let me tell you this, within her first 6 months, I am willing to bet she's going to be making over $1,000 a month, all because she invested in learning from someone who's experienced, from someone who is already in the place where she wants to be with freelancing, so that she could learn these strategies and she could be held accountable to keep up with building her freelancing business, right? That's what it's all about. So if you're someone and you're like trying out these 3 tips I shared today, but you're still struggling to get your first few orders, then it may be time to invest in yourself. So I highly recommend you take a look at the Freelancer Academy. There are options where you can just do the course only, or you can do some mentorship calls with me so we can kind of brainstorm and I can help you with building this freelancing business. Take a look at that. Let me know if you have any questions. You can feel free to DM me on Instagram at Steph Dorworth, or just comment below and I will reply there. All right, you guys, that is it for today's lesson. If you found this lesson helpful, it would mean so much to me if you just give it a little thumbs up. Takes 1 second just below here. Give it a thumbs up. This YouTube channel is pretty new still. August 2022 is when I started the freelancing YouTube videos every single week, and it's really growing. I'm so grateful for every single one of you that have subscribed and are here watching regularly. But those likes, those comments, they mean the world to me. So thank you, thank you, thank you. That's it for today. Usually Forrester has an appearance at the end, but he is off taking a nap. I thought he was in work mode, he was like here, ready to work, and then now he's gone. Slacking. I'm gonna have to talk to him about that. But anyways, you guys, have a beautiful day, and I can't wait to see you here next week. As always, peace and love.